The landscape of global espionage? Well, it's rarely visible to the naked eye. It all happens right there, in the shadows. And just when you think you finally got the full picture, the ground completely shifts beneath you. Welcome to The Explainer.
Think about it. Intelligence teams were already stretched incredibly thin. Operation Northeast had them literally chasing ghosts near the highly sensitive Myanmar frontier. I mean, the Van Dyke investigation was supposed to be the absolute biggest foreign intelligence anomaly of the entire year. But then, another American appeared. Now, not in Mizoram, not in the bustling streets of Delhi. We're talking thousands of kilometers away. A man named Jordan Brown essentially materialized out of the thick morning fog right at the Sonali border. For context, that's a highly strategic and notoriously porous crossing between India and Nepal.
So let's trace his digital footprint. It outlines a very deliberate, frankly exhaustive path. He goes from Goa down to Bengaluru, shoots north to Lucknow, over to Gorakhpur, and finally hits the frontier. Now, he claimed he was just a tourist, looking for a scenic route. But traversing this specific corridor in the dead of night, sticking to unmarked dirt paths while hauling a military-style pack, yeah, that doesn't exactly scream tourism.
And here is where it gets really strange. When border officers intercepted him, they found absolutely nothing. 0 passports, 0 Indian visas. Think about that for a second. You do not just stand at one of the world's most sensitive borders without a paper trail. His excuse? He claimed he just lost them. Obviously, investigators didn't buy that for a second.
Because you see, that 0 stands in stark contrast to another number, 70. Brown claimed to be a former U.S. service member who had traveled to 70 different countries. A seasoned global traveler doesn't just casually misplace their entire identity before wandering into a highly sensitive frontier zone. That's not a tourist. That builds the exact profile of a ghost. You have to understand, in the world of counterintelligence, coincidences are massive liabilities. Picture 2 thick files placed side by side on a desk. On the left, you've got Operation Northeast, the Van Dyke case, and on the right, this new border case with Brown. Literally overnight, a localized interception just transformed into a massive national security puzzle. When you map it out, the profiles almost perfectly mirror each other. Both of them are American. Both have these military or security backgrounds. Both are leaving completely fractured trails behind them. But the kicker, the absolute most crucial detail, is that both were intercepted not in major cities, but precisely at strategic national frontiers. For the analysts looking at this, the espionage potential was just flashing red.
Now, our immediate human instinct is obviously to connect them, right? I mean, 2 Americans, 2 different borders, same time frame. But the strict counterintelligence directive here is absolute. You only connect them if the hard evidence actually does. So right now, analysts are meticulously tracing hotel registries, digging through flight maps, and tracking down proxy SIM cards that were activated way back in Bengaluru. So what's the actual takeaway from this explainer? Are these just isolated travelers? Just a couple of guys who somehow happen to lose their documents and accidentally wander into highly unauthorized zones? Or are they separate pieces of a silent, much larger network? To be completely honest with you, right now investigators have absolutely no answers. They only have questions.
And in the dark, complex world of global counterespionage, questions are often far more dangerous than answers. The true scale of this invisible network? Well, it might only just be beginning to emerge.